Hello friends, Koolio here, and I finally caved in. I've had so many of you guys contact me and request that I finally cover Mob Psycho 100 Psychic Battles. Now, I was hesitant on making a video for this game because, oh man, you guys, because I have never seen the anime. Now, I've watched One Punch Man, absolutely loved it, and this anime is definitely on my list of the top ones I need to watch. I just don't have the time right now to sit down and watch all the animes that are out there. And so I didn't really want to do a video on this game because I've never seen the anime. And the last time I did a video on an anime gacha game that I hadn't seen, man, you guys were upset. So I decided, because a lot of you guys requested that I jump in and check this game out, that I'm gonna come from it as the perspective of somebody who reviews gacha games and whether or not this game is genuinely a good gacha game or if it's not worth playing. And I gotta say, in the time that I've spent with the game, I've been actually really enjoying it. I love the animations, the story is hilarious, and it's a pretty rewarding game. However, I do have one thing that has bugged me since I first started playing the game, and that's the difficulty kind of ramps up really fast, and I found myself not being able to get past certain stages just because my characters weren't powered up or high enough level in order to take down those stages, and then I had to go back and grind previous stages so that my characters were strong enough to take on these new stages. And that was completely all just through the storyline. Now, that's my only small gripe, is that kind of difficulty, that grind hit really fast, where I had to kind of backtrack and start grinding my characters in previous stages in order for me to take on these higher difficulty ones. So here we are, Mob Psycho 100 Psychic Battles. It's all about playing a variety of different psychics. Mob, who's the main character, who I actually really like how they did him in this game because he's incredibly powerful and he's got these insane psychic abilities that are kind of attached to his emotions, which we'll get into a little bit later. Now, I actually do say that the combat itself is actually a lot of fun. So we're gonna go ahead and use my buff up ability and buff her up, because she actually does a significant amount of area of effect damage. Here goes Mob. Let's see, what do I want to do? I'm gonna go ahead and just do an AoE attack. Now, I do think the animations are a lot of fun in this game. That's one of the things that I really like about it, is that the gameplay is really flashy, over the top, and the characters have a lot of personality behind them, that I've been really enjoying it. So let's go ahead, we're gonna keep going through this. Now, auto combat and ×2 speed unlock fairly quickly in the game, so you're gonna be kind of autoing through quite a lot of stuff. Let's go ahead and attack this guy on the side. Hopefully my characters are strong enough. I believe they are. They're all around 16, 14. Now, she does some serious AoE damage, and I really like her ability because she's one of the first characters you get, and when you attack, if her ability ends up killing a certain monster, doesn't matter which one, she'll actually do it again and again if she keeps killing more and more monsters. Now, one of the other cool aspects of this game centers around Mob, the main character. Down here at the bottom, you have this emotions meter. Now, as your characters get attacked, as he gets attacked, as you attack, I believe, this will fill up. Once it reaches 100%, you can actually unlock a specific emotional state for him, which unlocks a variety of really immense powers for him to use. So let's go ahead and keep pushing through this and hopefully be able to take down a lot of these guys. We're gonna go ahead and give all my characters a shield. Now, I really like Mob as a character. Now, I feel like it's hard for games to have a character who's OP in the anime and then make him a viable character in a game. Because, like, you want him to be OP, but if he's OP in the game, then you can pretty much clear any content that you want with an OP character. But the way that they did it is really interesting, and I'm excited to show you guys kind of how that customization works out here. So we're gonna go ahead and keep pushing through this, taking down these spirits. Hopefully be able to get to the point where I can show you Mob's ultimate abilities and be able to take down these enemies. So there is cooldowns on several of these. Crit damage. Going up against biscuits. Okay. Keep attacking the center guy, because the center dude, he freaks me out. Go ahead and do an AoE attack. It might, I was hoping he wouldn't die, because then she would have gone next. And she's got some pretty cool, like, I want to show you guys her double ability, so I don't think it's gonna actually work right here. It's gotta kill one of the mobs, and it doesn't look like it's going to do that, so. So I'm gonna go ahead and do now is actually activate the emotional state for Mob. and show you like how powerful his abilities are. Okay, so what I can do now is, because he's at 100% down here, if I click on this, you can see there's a variety of different states that he can activate into. So we've got the hostile state. Main character enters the hostile state, dealing damage to all enemies. For each 1 HP loss, deal an additional 0.5 damage and obtain a 50% drain effect. You've got the persistent. Main character enters the persistent state, granting all allies a 45% damage reduction. You've got the sorrow state, which revives all fallen allies, recovering HP. And you've got the belief state. Main character enters belief state, refreshing skill cooldowns of all allies, increasing their speed by 10%. And then a whole bunch of other states that I haven't unlocked just yet. But let's go ahead. We're gonna go and use this one. Okay, so you click on it and then you attack, and then he goes into the he goes into the state. I don't know why that was so hard for me to figure out. Okay, look at that. Absolutely annihilates the enemy. Go ahead and take down the rest of these guys. We'll go ahead and turn on ×2 speed and auto combat right now, and just finish the rest of this stage off. And there we go, we've completed it. He's absolutely super cool looking. Victory is ours. Get some off experience points. Your characters gain a little bit of experience points. You get basic in-game currency. They've got a holiday event going on right now, and what they're calling psychics, which is sort of an equipment system in this game. So let's go ahead and actually talk about Mob now, because he's like one of my favorite aspects of this game, and I think he's such a unique character. And I don't think I've ever seen this kind of in other games. But if you go ahead and you click on him, he's got his emotional states that you can unlock right here as you level him up. But then you've got his skills. Now, he is a really cool kind of all-around character. Now, if you're playing through the game and there's certain aspects of bosses or levels or your team overall you're having difficulties with, you can actually go in and adjust the way that he plays to make him kind of fit specific roles. So for example, I've got the Guardian Barrier, which gives a shield, but if I want, I can actually go in and replace it with any of these skills that we've got going on right now. You've got attack skills, defense skills, support skills, and this other one I think is buffs. Like you can get a whole variety of different buffs and stuff like that, but it's crazy. You could basically customize him and make him any type of character that you want. If you need a healer on your team, swap out and get the urgent healing ability. If you need, let's see, what does this one say? It says increases single allies critical by 30% and critical damage by 40%. So if you need to boost up a character that's really good at attack, throw that on him and he can boost their attack. If you need to do some serious damage to the enemy, go ahead and put some spiritual absorb power, deal attack 300% damage to the target. Now, the reason why I like this so much is because when I was playing through some stages in it, and I found it to be really difficult, I found out it was because a lot of the bosses and stuff you come across have certain abilities that you can actually kind of counter using this skill system. I just think it's such a unique way of dealing with this character because he's such an OP character that you've got all this stuff. So let's see, replace, I have no passives. We could probably go buy one, but I don't want to do that right now. Now let's go ahead and talk about some of the other stuff. You've got your overview, your stars, your experience, you got your levels, which you use. Use lollipops, and I think that's awesome. Or popsicles, not lollipops. You've got your star up. You need certain star up materials that you can get simply just by playing through the game. Then you've got your psychics. Now this is the equipment system in the game. There are certain stages that drop specific psychics that you can then equip. So for instance, injury defense. If you have 2 injury defense equipped, you have a plus 15% effect to hit. If you have 4 pieces equipped, gain 1% damage reduction for each 2% HP loss. Cannot be dispelled. You go ahead and you click on that. It's got a number next to it, which is assigned to a certain slot. You can go ahead and equip it into there. Once you have it equipped, you get a certain bonus if you have a certain amount equipped on. Intensify basically means if you want to level it up, you can go ahead and use other psychics that you're not using to power up this specific character or specific psychic. So there you go. And there's different rarities as well. Again, I really like the systems in this game, but it's very similar to other gacha games. Really, the biggest thing that makes this game stand out to you is the IP behind it and the fact that they make Mob such a unique and fun character. So let's go ahead and actually summon. I haven't really done any summons in this game just yet because I've been kind of saving it, but you do get a decent amount of tickets playing through the game. I wish it would give a little bit more. That's okay though. Let's go ahead. We're gonna do a 5 times draw and see if we can't get something really, really cool. Tome Kurata, we already have her, and that's the only SR that we got. We got the same character we already had. We got a couple of other characters that we can add onto our team, and you can see their different styles of, it's like a specialized buffer, defender, buffer, so you can add them onto your team to kind of go through and customize a little bit more. I do need at least one more character on my team. So those are my thoughts on this game. Is it worth playing? Yeah, I think it's a really fun game. It's probably going to be a game I'm going to play on a daily basis as more of a casual style of a gameplay. Let me know your guys' thoughts as well. Do you guys like this game? Do you guys want to see more videos for it? Let me know down below in the comments section. Also, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more mobile gaming videos coming soon. All right, friends, I'll see you next time.